Welcome back. I am still here with Marzena, and we are going to continue her analysis of the pro smooth from Manhattan Dance Sport 2022. We have reached the top three. Yet again, this couple were third in every dance. Of course, we're talking about Alexandar and Alexandra.
Yes.
What did you think about them on this time?
Okay, so I need to start from costuming. And like I said before, I don't really ever talk much about this, but Sasha and Sasha, or Alexander and Alexandra, they have extreme costuming. And this is their thing. This is what makes them unique. That's what makes them who they are. Every comp, we are kind of always looking, what is he going to bring? From the feathers on Sasha's dresses when I saw them on the first Emerald Ball a year ago, to sparkly jackets on Alexander, to this red jacket in the final this time. I actually honestly had to touch the fabric because it was me and Jonathan who were giving awards at Manhattan, and both of us, when he came to receive award from us, we both of us at the same time said, can we touch your jacket?
I actually saw you do that.
Both of us, because we didn't know, was it like a lycra or was it like something like a leathery thing? And it was a little bit more towards like a little bit more like a plastic. I don't know what was the fabric, because sometimes it would work against his body. So I wasn't sure what was the fabric. So it was hilarious because he was like, this poor guy, he's coming to receive it. And both of us, can we touch your jacket? So yes, he makes statement with his look. People might love it, people might hate it. We all remember the look from every comp, what they had. So obviously they're doing a good job with being memorable on that floor from the moment when they walk on the floor. Is it my taste? Not necessarily. Slavek had crazy jackets. Lena and Nick used to do crazy. He had the rhinestones on his jacket. He had lavender jacket on the first USDC. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you were there, but he had the lavender jacket with the black pants. So we had some crazy costuming too. But I think sometimes it's just a little bit too much. So when the guy comes out with such a strong colors, and if we would like to dress up Alexander like this, I would make Sasha, Alexandra, a little bit more calm. And with her more like, I understand it was Manhattan, and a little, it almost seemed a little patriotic costume, if I would think, the idea for it. It was like, okay, who's going to shine better? That was my little thinking, because her dress was white with blue and red, and he was black with this red striking shiny jacket. So if he would like to dress up like this, I would put her into more calm, maybe in the black with a little bit of red stones, something that would work together closer, but not, I think, in so many colors. It was just a little bit too much in my opinion. But again, guys, this is my opinion. I'm not a fashion designer. I would say I'm far away from that, but it was a little bit too much. And because of this, sometimes it takes away from dancing, because both of them actually are very good dancers. But when we are so much into these decorations, it kind of distracts me to showcase yourself as a human being, as a dancers on the floor. So that would be my one suggestion. I would probably, because both of you are so flexible and so expressive, and this is actually one compliment right now, especially for Alexandra. Back in the day, she was always very flexible when she danced with Yegor, but she was not as feminine on the floor, like more shy. And I think Alexander brought out something from her by believing in her, that she is beautiful. She's very feminine, very exotic in her movement in a way.
Yeah.
But because Alexander sometimes dances exactly the same amount of shaping as she does, I cannot appreciate neither of them. So I would prefer that Alexander showcases her more, and maybe if he likes to dress up, that's his thing, make him stand up more through the clothing, but have Alexandra a little bit more quiet on this side of the whole package. And when it comes to dancing, make Alexandra stand out more with her feminine side. I truly believe both of them have a very strong upper centers because everything is out and out. But because it never comes to the neutral, to that verticality, again, it's like you have the same thing over and over for a meal, and it's a little bit too much. So I would like to have a little bit more variety. Try to find that beautiful long spine that I see when he dances Latin pro-am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't see it when he does compete professionally in smooth. So that's the one thing that I really would love to, again, I've never worked with them, but I really would like to share my opinion, because sometimes the couples might wonder why we don't place them as high as they think they should be. And it's literally, it's a little bit too much of everything. And I would like to find the calmness before the storm. It's like this peace and quiet before something big, strong happens, versus I feel like everything is flashy. You know, like you go to the, like a big concert and you have the lights and everything, and it's exciting, but then you need to have a moment in a concert when there is a little bit down. So then again, there is this
brings
boom.
it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one thing. So way more verticality from Alexander to produce shaping for Alexandra. Don't try to compete with each other, who can bend more, who can be more flexible. Both of you are. You already made a statement about this. Now let's find that opposition in yourself so you can actually show how amazing you are when you're flexible. And it's like, I don't know, it's like, for me, this is like the biggest thing. And then as well, finding those quiet moments before the speed and shape. So I would say speed, change of shapes, and then make one of you stand out. When Alexander, it's like when he dances pro-am and he's in all these beautiful black jackets, he looks so amazing because the ladies are dressed up, and then like they have more stones. Now, if you guys want to do it, it's totally fine. Like I said, talk to Nick and Lena. They used to dress up Sławek too. Sławek wouldn't come out in his rhinestone jacket. He said to Lena, I'm not going with this. And he had literally a little bit on his sleeve and a little bit on the one side. And he said, I'm not leaving the backstage. And that was his final jacket for the PSDC. And then when he stood, and even like our coaches, like Heather, she would come, oh no, rhinestones on you. But when he stood on that floor, people loved it. And then it was a fashion for a while. Everybody want to have just a little bit of sparkle here and there. So there is a possibility to make it happen. Again, for me, it was a little bit too much of everything. So just tone it down to make you guys pop out. But obviously the results are coming higher and higher, and they could be the couple to win in the future. They just have to like find that opposition in themselves to create, again, their uniqueness. And that's what I really appreciate them. They are not trying to be another couple. They have their own look, their own style. It's them. That's who they believe they are. And then it's a matter of the judges if we like it or not.
That is very true. Yeah. So once again, I don't think I have anything to add to that at all. Though in where I was standing, we all thought it may have been a sequin jacket.
Oh, really?
Well, you remember, like, well, you're not old enough, but in the 80s, early 90s, when
I remember early 90s,
we had sequin trousers and sequin shirts, you know, and they didn't, and they were the small sequins, so they weren't the big sequins. So when you looked at it, it was interesting. So I am so glad that you pointed out that it was not a sequin.
Oh, it wasn't a sequin jacket.
Because I haven't been able to sleep since Manhattan, thinking, what was that stuff?
See, but you saw me and Jonathan, both of us touching the jacket. So Alexander, head down for your creativity.
Oh, I know. So guys, once again, like in third Manhattan, you can't really complain about that. It was. So congrats.
Congratulations.
And you keep drinking your water, I'll keep drinking this. And we will now go and find out who were the runners-up in this excellent competition. Okay, guys, Don't go anywhere, because I'm going to be back with Marzena, who's going to continue her analysis of the pros move from Manhattan Dance Sport 2022.